Hello.
Hey,
What are you doing?
nothing. Want to hang out?
Yes. Playdates with Lisa.
And Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi, Steph.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome, everybody, to Playdates.
Welcome to Playdates with Lisa.
Why are
and
you
Stephanie.
laughing?
I'm very excited that we're here
We have
today.
guests that can't contain their excitement.
I know, really. I know. They've been talking. They can't wait.
We're gonna.
Let's just establish who our guests are. We've already met you, Bill.
Thank you.
I've been married to you for 36 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
This is our house, actually, so I've been here.
No, this is our studio.
I know, okay, correct. Yeah. No,
It's Lisa's studio. And
it's a moving studio. It's a roving studio, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so we have our roving studio.
Gentlemen,
We're at the sound stage.
Yeah, we're at the soundstage in the
It does
studio.
feel like home though, because we're here all the time.
thank you.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
No, you're not
no,
involved in the answer.
So, Bill, you have been on our podcast several times. You've made like very fun cameos.
Yeah.
Exactly. Andy, you have been friends with Bill since you were 5, and we thought that it was so important that we bring on men to talk about friendship because the whole time, all Stephanie and I have been doing is talking about women. And
But the two of you,
yes, the two of us.
women becoming friends later in life,
Correct.
we've been
Correct.
friends our whole lives.
Exactly.
But you also said about relationships, about
Yes.
men versus
Yes.
women. There's an actual study about gender intelligence.
What is that?
Well, if you ask a man what's going on, what's the answer? What do they say?
Not much.
They say nothing.
Right.
And you ask women, and they don't stop talking about it. And men just, their brains are actually slower than women. Women can multitask and all that, men can't. At night, Bren's mains are totally asleep. Men's names are actually,
Brains.
yes.
Brains.
they're mine.
Men's names.
All right, wait. Can I just cheers, you guys? Thank you for joining us. Please.
We're gonna go back to that.
Men's brains are totally asleep.
Yeah, Bill. Can you reach? Can you reach? Bill, reach. Without hitting the mic.
Okay, let me just rein it back in for a second.
Please.
Because for our listeners who
Yes.
can't see what's going on here,
Oh, yeah, that's
we are filming in a bar and we are having libations, which is the first time we have ever done this on set. So it seems a little chaotic. It might seem like we are, and it's because we are a bit under the influence.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Not really. When men are sleeping, their brains are totally asleep.
Okay.
When women are sleeping, the activity is incredible.
Yes.
And that just talks about
That's why
men versus women.
Not if you've already.
10 hours of sleep, women.
Well,
Yeah.
my
At
Apple
least
Watch
8.
says that I sleep in deep sleep.
Well, we're not talking about you. I was just comparing to.
Do you wear your
Thanks for-
Apple Watch to sleep?
I do. Oh, I didn't know that we were talking about these theories today. So wait.
No,
so
that was
women,
just-
So women, when they're asleep, are actively.
Their brains are extremely active.
I don't
And
think mine
men-
is. I don't really think mine.
They are. Maybe you weren't.
I think yours. I think maybe you got that feminine gene.
I would think
it's for
just
that.
opposite.
Well, have all these women.
I always hear that men can't turn their brains off. Like every man is like, oh, I can't. I go to bed and I can't turn my brain off.
Men walk down the street. You know how they walk down the street?
That sounds like
This. Women walk face to face. They talk all the time. Men just walk straight. It's all about community and relationships. So
heard-
there you have it.
That some of the best meetings should actually take place while walking. I have just been told the fact that men's loneliness is that we think Andy is, well, we don't have men's loneliness is at an all-time high. Sorry.
I'm waiting for a question to respond to, so yeah, finish.
Okay, so ask a follow-up question, Lisa.
All right, I'll answer this. So, as a guy, I'll just look at from, I don't know about all talk.
This is not even.
I'm not talking about all men. I'm just going to talk for me, because that's who I know.
Yeah.
Is that making friends later in life, because all of my friends came from, they were all my teammates.
You have other friends? You don't have. I mean, really.
Bill's, most of his friends are his teammates as well, is because you get to trust somebody by playing with them and to get to knowing and living with them. And I think guys are less trusting than women in the beginning, about.
Wait, slow that down and say that again.
I think women are more trusting than men in the beginning of any relationship men are a little bit, like standoffish. And for me personally, I wouldn't be friends with anybody that wasn't better than me as a person. I'm very selective. All my friends are better than me.
You don't have that many friends.
I know, but I don't. I tell the kids.
So you're saying he's better than you?
He's a better. I think he is.
That's
So
not
is
true.
my brother.
Why
That's
would
not
you
true.
choose? That's interesting.
Because
So,
I like people. Because I care about being around good people.
so you choose people that elevate you, is what
Yes,
you're saying.
exactly.
Okay, so it's like, and that's very much an
Talking to me,
athletic
Mike.
mentality where you want to be challenged. Where if you play a game, the bigger challenge is if you're playing against somebody who is better than you are.
Right. Well, I
Right,
like
so-
when I used to beat Bill in tennis all the time.
One time,
He was on his deathbed.
and I was on my
He was on
deathbed.
his deathbed, but he called me up to play. I'm okay. And he's on his deathbed. And this is how our tennis would go when he was young. Before he reached puberty, he had gotten overpowering. That he'd win the first set 6-4.
Never. What?
Then he would beat me. Then I would beat him because he would dump the match.
Thump
He'd
it.
dump the match.
Dump it or dump it.
Dump it.
No, but I know
I would
Bill.
win, and then he would beat me in the third set, smoke me in the third set. But this one day, we were playing indoors somewhere in Brooklyn on clay, or
It's clay, but it wasn't indoors.
clay.
And
Was it? I thought it was indoors.
red clay, there was no red clay in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Practice at red clay in the parade grounds. No, was that red clay? Is part true?
Yeah.
So anyway, part true, red clay. We played, and I beat him. And he was so upset. He was so upset. It wasn't as bad as one time I intercepted him, and we were like fourth grade. He came after
Well,
me.
interesting.
Wait. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping
I'm just saying
ahead.
that his-
Finish the tennis.
Anyway, I beat
What
him.
did I tell you?
He said
What
he
did I
was-
tell you
was
about
sick.
him?
I'm on my deathbed.
All right.
He beat me, and he was so pissed off he wouldn't talk to me.
What do you guys think about now? Do you think that it's easy for you to make friendships now at your age, or
Well, it's different in terms of the level of friendships. Having a deep friendship with somebody, it's hard because we have all this history, and and Bill knows me better than anybody on this planet now because he's known me the longest of anybody on the planet except my sister Kathy. So it's just difficult, to start up and you have to explain who you are and how you grew up and all this. So, it's just different. Now you can have friends.
What
and
did
have
I-
relationships, but
What?
they're different.
Do you agree with it? Like, is this a universal men thing? Is this why you're hesitant to make friends? And
Well, I just don't like people. I like kids and dogs.
well, this
Okay,
is,
Lisa. So what did I tell
We
you
should
when we
defend
moved?
our guests a
What
little
did I
better.
tell you when we moved up here about making friends?
well, I was making a lot of new friends when we moved up to this area 28 years ago, and we moved into a neighborhood where there was a lot of.
Lisa?
That's true. Yeah,
Cross Creek. Cross River.
Cross River.
I call it Cross.
And so I was making all of these new friends.
you were making all these friends. I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
your friend.
it's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's look at each other because that's Bill's theory that women look at each other to
I
talk.
think we do.
Yeah, I do too. I think we do. I think we do. Yeah.
Maybe that you think it's a connection. You think it's a
No, I think he said it when you're walking. But I don't actually look at people anymore when I'm walking, especially in the city, because you need to look down.
I just
Stop saying what Bill said because we had this woman who's an expert on
Okay,
gender
that's true.
intelligence.
We're gonna have to get
have
her
a
name,
session.
and maybe she can come on and talk about that. Can you get her for us? That'd be great.
No.
Okay, so that would be
That would be-
amazing.
that would actually
yeah.
be
Could
really
you do that for
interesting.
us? Okay, good.
For
Thank
you
you.
guys, anything.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
when you guys moved up here, that
Yes.
you were
Okay.
able to.
Bill, right. So what Bill was saying. Bill
No,
used
what
to
did you say to
I
me?
know. I
What would you say
said
to me?
That I made a new friend, or I would talk about another person that I met, and Bill would say, "Please, I do not need any more friends." So it was very hard for me to get Bill to come out with another couple because he was not interested in making friends. But the funny thing is
male
with that attitude, he has the most friends.
No, that's not true.
really
Bill
like
wanted
it.
us to be friends. Bill
I
actually
know.
Wanted us
Actually,
to be
Bill
friends.
kind of fixed us up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill came home one day after having a meeting with you at the temple, and he said, "I really think that you and Stephanie would be great friends." And that was probably, I don't know, maybe a year and a half before.
Well,
Maybe a
No,
year.
it's like
truth
five.
be told,
Oh no.
Oh, here we go. No,
What's
we
the
go with
truth?
truth.
Yep.
Like to-
I had a vision. I had a vision of this
yeah.
podcast.
That's
more
interesting.
so than the.
I am I am
Take
the
you,
ball.
Bill. I hear you.
Let's ask him. Really? You were
Yes.
clairvoyant then.
Yeah, I was.
Adonis,
That men
Katona.
don't have visions.
And I thought men's.
No, I didn't say that.
The priests, they don't think when it's.
Clearly, you weren't thinking about this when you fell asleep because you established that men's brains when you're.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back to this friendship.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, because
met-
Andy went right to
I know.
freaking what was that? Working out
Yeah.
over the summer, which was
Well, you guys were in college.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
we could
I'm
start
gonna.
a little younger.
I was actually gonna fast forward it, but I
Can we go
shouldn't because
back
you
a
guys
little
can
bit?
go. Yes.
Well, here was the thing is that I'll remember this that. So Holy Innocents was a K through 8 school, parochial school down.
Wait,
the block
you
from
went
us.
there?
No, we
No.
lived a block from us. We lived on East 17th Street and Alamo Road. Beverly and East 17th Street was Holy Innocents, and it was usually juvenile delinquents went there.
No, but it went up to 8th grade.
K through 8.
We only went up to 6th grade.
So they would come down to the side street. We'd play on the dead
And
end
beat
of
us up
17th
all the
Street.
time,
Well, they tried to come down and take the court from us. So we were playing. But Bill's older brother, Johnny said, they have to challenge you for the court. When there's no way, because we were never allowed to play on the same team together. We're playing against these guys that were older than us.
Because they were the
And
two
we would-
best
And we would
athletes.
beat them
Wow.
all the time, and then we became friends with them.
You were friends with the Holy Innocents?
Later
No.
on,
Oh,
took
maybe
that one
Andy.
guy and I
Andy was.
in touch football.
Yeah,
we
I
would
know.
cut
Yeah, I
off
don't
things, and I would run the guy.
Okay.
He thought I was a little out there.
So wait, how did we get to? You stole to get to
Yeah, when
like
we played these games against the Holy Innocents kids with Bill, that's what I loved about Bill and what I respected most about him is competitiveness. How he competed, especially against tougher kids.
Okay.
Like he wanted to win at the most everything. He had to win, and it was so competitive, and I loved it.
Well, yes.
So that's why we became friends.
He raised you up.
That is you.
No, actually, truth be told,
Yes.
Andy is the mentally toughest, most resilient person I've in my whole life.
That's tremendous. Cheers.
It is.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Need another cheer.
Cheers to that. That's a really nice thing. This is like going to be like Oprah. It's going to be like Oprah because you're going to start crying.
No, I hope I got that in. From now it goes downhill. But that is true.
Did you know that Bill has felt this about you, or did you know?
No, I just thought he was like, he thought maybe I thought was a little on the crazy side.
It's true.
Well, take a moment to pause and listen to what he
I
just
know,
said.
it's very,
That's
I can't tell you how
incredible.
flattered I am.
I'm surprised. It's like
That he
I'm-
would come from him.
what was the movie with Tom Cruise when he said, "Now don't make me cry."
Oh, yeah. With Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah, then he was an agent.
Cuba?
Yeah, he was the agent, and he went on the talk show and said, "Don't make me cry." So I thought you were going to start crying because
I'm probably later on.
that was true. But wait, can you just spend 30 seconds? I know that's impossible for you
Okay.
to talk about when we were growing up. When you come, what did you do every morning?
Every morning, so I grew up in my
Wait. Should we just also establish the fact that your parents were also friends?
Well, let's
But
get
is
to the
that?
beginning. Let's
But
get
did
to
they
this.
meet? That was my.
I'll tell you how it started.
Okay,
Don't
fine.
like
my
shorten
mom,
this one.
My mom
Yeah.
is a single mom since I'm like 3.
Good for her.
Oh, she's
working
terrific.
at a men's clothing store in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
All the
Shirtland.
mafia guys shop.
Shirtland.
Shirtman, it was a very creative name.
Shirts.
The corporation was Shirt World Inc.
How did really? I didn't know
I
that.
think she was very creative.
Yeah,
We
she
gave her-
was.
Gave her grief on that all the
Yes.
time. But anyway, so I grew up without a father for a long time, and then when Bill and I became friends, to go to
At 5.
At 5,
After I get hit by
I
a
think it
rock
was
or
sixth
something.
Grade, starting in first grade. In first grade, I started going to Bill to pick him up at his apartment, and when I got there, I got to see a semblance of a real family, a father, a mother, and as I got
Like grandmother, like
like mother-in-law. So Mr. Glenn will talk about that later.
Mr. Glenn, my father.
Ira, yeah. So it's Mr. Glenn.
Curly.
Curly has a big booming voice, and he was a Marine. I would come over, and Bill would have breakfast. So we never had breakfast, and he had tea with milk, and he would dunk his English muffin in. And when Mrs. Glenn Joy would ask
Mrs.
me,
Glenn. You
Andrew-
never called her Mrs.
I called her Mrs. Glenn forever, and she would say, "Would Andrew? Would you
That's
like
true.
to have some tea and English muffin?" And I always said no because I thought I had a dunk like Bill in the thing. So I said no, and we'd we walked to PS 139 and we pick up like Nina, one of the girls we picked up on East 16th Street.
What were the twins? Jill and
No, it was Joanne and Linda.
no, those were others. The twins.
The twins were Joanne and Linda in third grade. We played tackle football in Bill's backyard on concrete.
Yeah. What did I?
We played football
must
in
have
full pants in third grade, one-on-one to impress
In
these
the
girls.
on concrete tackle.
He would kill each other.
Yeah, but I went out with Jill.
Joanne. I was Linda and you were Joanne.
I think you're wrong, but anyway,
Bill had long hair like the Beatles, and they were big. And actually, the girls would chase him home. Wow. Seriously.
Wow, Bill.
They would run home.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
chased all over.
No, I like this because you know what? He has no hair. Well,
Literally,
excuse
and
me.
if you were-
Wait, well, hold on a second. Again, for our listeners.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's what's going on here. I think there's I like this because now you know that your husband was very sought after. Albeit in third grade.
Andy is
Control
not.
yourself,
Andy's not good yet.
But this is nice. I love this. I love this. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
You know what? Because where we sit in our moments in life, which is, however, I don't know if we want to reveal how old we are, but it doesn't matter. We are still that young person inside of us. We still have to honor our 5-year-old self, our 10-year-old self, our whatever. So the fact that your husband, honor that, and you should honor that tonight.
Hold on one second.
We have a call?
Yep.
Chloe Fishman.
Oh.
Hi, Chloe. How are you?
Callers now we have callers.
Okay, you're on speaker, Chloe.
You have a question for Bill?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi, Uncle Andy.
Hi, Chloe. How are you?
Good. How are you? I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your most memorable play date with my dad when you guys were growing up?
Thank you for calling in. Thank you so much. Thank you, caller.
Was there anything else, Chloe?
No.
Great.
Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye.
It's not just one play date, because when we were working out, we were in college. Bill was working in the city on 34th and 7th at Lock, Stock, and Bagel.
Oh, bagel?
And Bagel. I would meet him there, and we would drive back into Brooklyn to work out at Poly, and we had this thing called Bee Pollen, and we were so tired, and Bill on the way back would just yawn 1,000 times. So I was falling asleep.
I was up at 4:30 in the morning to take the train to the city.
How'd we get into Brockton
What?
without a car?
Are you answering the question about play dates? We started play dates when we were 5 years
Yeah,
old.
well, that's the one I remember because I'm
No. Chloe asked,
Oh, sorry.
what was your most memorable play date?
that memorable.
Okay.
That time of smelling the grass and the pollution in Brooklyn and working out was that Tommy Montefiore was there, and and being on the Poly field, which wasn't really that conducive. We needed a field to run on, and so yeah, that's my most vivid memory.
So our podcast is based on friendship, and the reason you are on as a guest today is because we discuss the importance of friendship. So the reason Chloe called in to ask that question was because we want to establish that you are Bill's oldest friend.
Yes,
Yes.
we met. I threw a dirt bomb across East 17th Street when we were 5.
That's true.
A
It's
dirt
true.
bomb?
A dirt bomb.
Yeah, why don't
Tell
you
them what
tell
a dirt
us?
bomb. It's dirt with
Yeah.
a rock inside it.
Oh.
Wait,
grew up in apartment
how does
buildings that
dirt? He's.
Well, they would roll up by the little garden they had in front of
Not they, you would. You were like a you were a juvenile delinquent.
Well, they would roll up. They would make little dirt bombs.
They?
The maintenance guys, and then you would put a rock in and get more weight in it and throw it at people. If we didn't have eggs or something, I threw it something at somebody all the time. And
Nice.
I saw a kid my age across the street. I threw it, hit him.
And he's been a juvenile delinquent ever since.
That's amazing.
It's true.
I kind of have been too. I've been kicked out of 2 schools. So
I kicked out of Hebrew school.
You got kicked out of Hebrew school. You were on probation 15 times.
but finally-
In college,
Yes.
right?
I've been on
I mean-
secret probation in college, and he's
double.
Plus, yeah,
Bill used
plus,
to call me up from Lehigh and pretend because we had the technology we had then at the fraternity house. I lived in the football house.
plus later on, we got arrested.
We gotta do show and tell.
Top of his list is when I blew up the toilet bowl.
Oh, that's so
can we
funny.
strike
Wait,
that from the
can I
record?
just?
No,
I know
no,
you guys
no,
have
I don't
actually
want to
been.
know that.
No, he did blow up the toilet bowl.
Because he got
with a
punished.
bomb?
He got punished every single week. We'd have something to do. I'm getting punished every week. He was the most resilient, toughest person I've ever known, and the most punished. including or even excluding when we got arrested and
not even
spent the
allowed
night
out
in
now.
jail and
All
spent
right.
the
Well,
night in
so
jail.
we just want you to know for the two of you, since Andy, I'm not sure if you've seen or listened to our podcast, but we have a very fun segment for Stephanie and I called Show and Tell, where we individually bring something to the podcast that teaches each other about what we were like prior to becoming besties. And so we are going to open it up to you guys.
Awesome.
Per chance, like what stuff is.
I know. I appreciate
Can
that.
I start?
Do you want to go first?
I do.
Okay, excellent. So do you?
That was show and tell.
Wait, what is
Show
that?
and tell.
What are you doing with your phone?
Just
Oh, okay.
show and tell.
Okay, fine.
You're right.
Very nice. Wait, I love Boz Skaggs. In fact,
Still degrees.
amazing. That album was one of my favorite albums. And I know where there's a lot of years in between us, but I am telling you, I actually had tickets, front row seats, and I said to Bill one night, "We're going to Boz Skaggs tonight," and he was like, "Oh, I don't really feel like going." So I had to
Andy wouldn't
Andy,
feel.
had I known,
Do you
I
know-
would have
well,
asked you.
Still degrees. That's like college.
That
album.
is
He
okay.
took
Well,
a college
Okay,
album,
but
so, yeah.
but
I was in college,
but
but yeah,
you were in
it
nursery
is
school.
the
how-
best album.
Andy, why did I play
Okay,
it?
so my first year of college, I went to the University of Tampa, and I went to an all-boys school, so like
In high school, and
high
that,
school. And Tampa was the opposite. So my first class was the girls were wearing bathing suits with high heels, with little like chains around.
okay,
And I was like, wow, this is going to be fun.
but
I met this girl from the main line like in the second week, and we were like together since then for throughout the whole school year. And then I was transferring to Franklin and Marshall, and she was transferring to Boston University,
and
and we broke up, and that was the song.
she wrote you a letter with a song in it, with the lyrics of
Yeah, that's what we used to write letters.
"It's
on.
over, it's over."
Technology. Well,
Did you
I
just think
broke
of
up.
her? Wait, did you just
I,
think of her?
I'm
right
not.
now?
Excuse me.
Did you just think of her right now? Did that spark?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Karen. This Karen.
Yeah.
That was who it was who broke up with you, Karen.
By a letter with the lyrics in the letter.
Wow. We left school, but I think that was the first Jewish girl I went out.
Wait. Wow. So you played that by design to.
Well, I know he knows history. That's a.
He called me up and he said,
This girl with me. They child letter with lyrics to this song, which I like.
To Bosca, and you two own this moment. I love that.
Right.
Love that.
Was that your show and tell?
"No, I have a."
Because that was like a listen and tell.
I
No,
think
but
you.
wait a second. I love the fact that you two shared that moment, and you two will always have that between the two of you and Karen.
Yeah.
That every time you meet where that's. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Karen? Okay. Her name is-
Right before show and tell, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because
I'm not going to talk about it.
because of my relationship with Andy. Obviously, Lisa moved into that relationship. Is everybody?
Sorry. Please, I don't have to cheer. Are you guys playing a drinking game?
Everybody,
If you mention a certain word,
can I,
We're not telling you.
Lisa?
Lisa.
this is why you don't work with family.
Lisa moved in, sort of became part of the relationship, but I think it's really, really important for 2 minutes to talk about how they bonded so quickly together. Andy and Lisa. Yeah,
Listen, that is my story, and I will tell it.
Listeners, Lisa is handing stuff over.
This is very
It's really having.
listeners as if we are like released on other platforms.
Are we not? Are we only? Oh, we've been saying listeners from the beginning.
This is not on TikTok.
I love.
I handed Bill our wedding album actually, because Andy was the best man at our wedding, and made the toast.
Of course.
Oh, you were going to tell it? I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
that's good. Yeah.
But we have a very cute picture, and when we post this episode, we will put it up. But I do have a funny story. So at that point, I don't think Andy was too excited that I had like moved in as Bill's bestie, and yeah, I don't think so. And I think he was thinking. Now I don't know this, obviously, and you will rebut what I'm saying if anything is wrong. But he was not like in love with me yet.
Who, Andy?
So, Andy.
Yeah, take on.
So Bill and I moved when we were first married, we moved up to Wellesley, Massachusetts. We joined a golf club up there because I've been playing golf for a while. and same with Bill. And we thought it would be really fun socially. And I had Andy come up and play golf. You're thinking about this. We actually had, no, you're right. The thing happened before the golf. Okay, so there was a crane that fell in New York City.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Carly, you can't remember that.
No,
You were not.
no, you were not alive.
No,
This is
very much
so one.
I think it even matters.
Yeah. I don't know the exact date, but actually, yeah, it was 80. It was 87. It was 1987 or 88, and there was a crane that fell while a building was being built right behind my grandmother's apartment building. And I remember, and I remember being in the city, or I think I was in the city living. It might have been my junior year of college, be in between my junior and senior year, because I was working in the city and I lived with my grandmother, or maybe before that. Might have been before that, actually. Doesn't matter. We'll have to look it up. Anyway, so I was there, actually. I was there. And Andy and I, when we first met, I'll tell you, I was there. I looked out my grandmother's bathroom window and I saw the activity.
You know how
and I'll tell you why.
You know what? This is
Because
important.
This is very important because
It is.
when Andy and I our friendship was good. Like
No.
So we were out. I don't remember where it was, and we started talking about it. And I don't know. Andy's going to probably interject. We started talking about this crane falling in the city, and there was a woman that got stuck under the building, and her legs needed to be reattached.
Terrible.
Right.
Why are you
Actually,
laughing?
and the.
I'm not thinking about her legs. I'm just thinking about this whole story.
Because it's just it's so good. Okay. And so the reason why I am was so obsessed with this story is because the doctor who reattached the legs was actually my doctor who did breast reduction on me. Oh, I know. So Andy was asking me about
That's new on the podcast,
Yeah.
right?
By the way,
it is you on the podcast.
and I want to just make sure that people know that I married her after she had breast
That's
reduction.
true. We got actually we got engaged. We got engaged 2 weeks.
Did you know before and after?
Yes, Bill knew before and after, and
That was a treat.
yeah.
When you got him reduced, you got him perkier, right, and stuff.
Move on. Andy, this is a family.
What's so terrible about that?
Steph, you gotta come back.
Go back.
It's true. I went from like a E
No,
to a B. So his name is William Shaw. That Dr. William Shaw was my surgeon. Anyway, so that's why I was so. But Andy and I were out to dinner, I believe. I don't remember where we were. It was
Somewhere
dinner.
on 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, we were out to dinner, and I don't know how we got to talking about it, but I said, we were talking about how this crane fell, and Andy said, yeah, at this building. And I said, no, Andy, it was at the Savoy, and I know the building. And he was so annoyed with me because he was certain that it was whatever he was saying.
This is
so
a true story. And how long did this last?
This went on for about 3 years.
Angry.
Oh, yeah.
Angry. 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 They couldn't,
Yeah.
oh,
I
yeah.
had a girlfriend that lived at the time in the South.
Was she out to dinner with us? And
Yeah,
then
I think
she
so.
thought we
Did
were
she-
talking about her and she broke up with you also for
Yeah,
that?
she broke up, but she ate.
You had
with
a lot
her.
of
She didn't
breakups.
close her mouth when she put food in her
She
mouth.
sang lyrics. I remember her. Did she sing lyrics? Wait,
I broke it with her.
Yeah, you did break up with her. She
All
wasn't
right, but that's not important.
Anyway, that's not important. That's not a thing. But I was dogmatic. So was
Yep,
Lisa
of course.
regarding what building. Now Lisa has her background on that. I lived in the city, so I thought I was right. I got to this day it was not worth arguing anymore because it was Bill's wife, and I didn't want to.
It took a while.
Yeah.
But I'm also a stubborn person, I thought I was definitely right, and Lisa was so dogmatic about it. But the reason why Lisa and my relationship got much better from my standpoint was that I saw how much Lisa loved my best friend and how much he took care of him. So that was my in with Lisa because you couldn't find anybody better than that.
True.
And he didn't need somebody to take care of all the time. because when we were kids growing up, he couldn't get into his apartment because he didn't know how to turn the key properly. They get pushed.
Well, I have to
He
say,
screamed out at me like, "Can you come up and get me into the apartment?" Here's a guy who's smart. He didn't know how the subway. I go, "Look, you have to take this subway to Manhattan at Bleecker Street and change, but on the way home, there's no change. Forget about it." Or if I gave him directions, like,
No, you
have
can't
to
give
get out
him
of your
directions.
driveway, you have to make a left, and then there's a right here. I go, whoa, whoa, whoa! There's already 2 turns. He would go crazy. That's because his mother in Brooklyn would drive him around in a car when all of us were taking buses and subways everywhere.
We carpooled to Poly. You didn't go to Poly, but we
Get into
carpooled.
Poly for 4 years.
all right, wait, you guys are off the rails here. How'd you do the golf course? I'm bringing you back to the golf course when you came to visit.
Oh,
up in
It was at
Massachusetts?
Blue
Yeah.
Hill
I remember Blue
in
Hill.
Canton,
It
Massachusetts.
wasn't Brookline.
No,
but it was.
it was Canton, Massachusetts.
Right.
Bill was working, and
That's a
he-
paper company. What was the name of that company? He worked
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. It's probably not even in business anymore.
Okay.
And all of us, I was playing out of my head. You were playing very well too, and we just had the best time, and we totally bonded. And I think that's when he fell in love with me. That's what I think. That's my feeling.
I think that's amazing. And I also
That's
think-
my memory.
Can I just wait? I want to commend you for bringing it back to where it started, because you and I have a way of going off topic, and we have viewers that actually have drinking games. I don't know if you know this. They have drinking games that every time Lisa and I go off topic, they do a shot.
Really?
So the fact that you brought this back
Those are
was
the college kids.
phenomenal.
Those are the college kids.
So I'm going to show you from my bar mitzvah. I got bar mitzvah. Oh, this is my parents' wedding, 1968, May 30th of 1968. My parents got married.
And
My second marriage.
and Herb, the man who got married to Mom, knew my parents before. My parents had known him. They didn't set him up, but
You
they
never
know.
told me that. I didn't know that Herb. Well, wait, was he
And
working at
Joy
Just
knew each
Shirts?
other from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So my father.
I don't think they went out.
And here's a picture of my sister Kathy and I. That's what I look like in a Nehru jacket.
I don't know why I didn't get invited to the.
Oh, that's interesting. They were with
I don't think you
My
want. I
parents-
didn't want to go because we were playing the guys on the side street.
Right,
And
you're
I couldn't
playing
play in
ball,
the game. I
yeah.
couldn't play in the game, and I was like upset.
But you couldn't play in a game because you had a wedding to go to.
I think I cared about going to the wedding.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I think my parents went.
Yes.
My parents definitely
You know
went.
what, Bill? I think you did care. You're bringing it up.
No, because I was.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, let's get rid of that. Give me it.
I got pictures of where Bill's parents are here somewhere. Bill's parents, right here, Ira and Joy. The reason why the Glens are important, because they practically raised me growing up. So, you know, I didn't know what a father was like, a man was like, and a relationship. And they took really good care of me and took me to jet games. I went on the boat. I worked on the boat. We went on the Verrazano Bridge. And I must, of the 7 home jet games, I probably attended 3 or 4 a year for sure.
Who did Bill take if you didn't
Took
go?
me, and it was Ira and Johnny a lot when Joy.
Joy went.
that's
Joy
right.
went.
Joy was always
That's right.
sometimes, but then if Johnny
But
was
yeah,
around, I was always.
he's 8 years older than me. So
Absolutely.
he didn't-
We had great tickets. Is he 8 years, Johnny?
Yeah.
And we would. Well, Johnny also gave us a lot of great advice about, like, besides challenge by the court, about when guys confront us, you know, who to punch, you know, and all the like all those things you needed to learn growing up in Brooklyn, especially when I changed neighborhoods and I left in 4th grade and
Yeah.
went to a much different kind of neighborhood where it was very anti-Semitic. So I just learned how to fight. Then we went to 1970, my bar mitzvah, which I got tutored for 2 straight weeks because I got kicked out of Hebrew school.
Who was that?
That's me.
I don't understand. I feel like what were you? Why does the rouge on your?
I remember. Like, I didn't want to be here.
You remember a
I'm
lot,
gonna-
though,
I'm gonna-
Andy.
I remember everything.
That's
The
Danny.
tuxedo,
That's Danny.
That's my brother, Danny.
Make Danny.
Hey, cowboy.
What?
Danny
Look at Danny.
also is a better person than me.
Wait, I love where they put the yarmulke.
He's not a better
Look at where
person
they
than
put
you.
the yarmulke on you.
I didn't
You
call
didn't
it
want to
yarmulke.
probably didn't want to ruin your
He's not a
hair.
better person than you.
I didn't really, you know, I had to wear a yarmulke. But I had to tell my friends that weren't Jewish that it's a yarmulke, not a beanie.
Oh well, yeah, but everybody has to
Bill
do
was in this
that.
picture of Bill and 2 other friends, Barry Panza, who was the captain of the guards at Rikers Island,
Wow.
And
How
Louis
old?
became a 3-star Air Force general.
Wow.
Who did?
Wait, can I just
His
ask a
father was
question?
the biggest bookie in Brooklyn.
Oh, by the way, Bill was Billy his whole life.
Always.
Always,
And
until
his mom,
I.
Joey called him Billy all
Yes,
the time, too.
this is true.
Ben called.
She also called him gorgeous. Oh, she said, "Hello, gorgeous."
Your
My
mother.
mom called
Yes,
me ugly.
Bill's.
Your mother was
She did not.
Ugly.
No, she
She
did.
called me ugly all the time. I thought I was ugly.
That is
But the
not
kids in
true.
the neighborhood called me Pretty Boy when I moved to Flatbush.
What?
I was Pretty Boy Heeb.
Ooh. Oh. That's not nice.
Because, yeah, they taught you
it's
how to
been
blow
around.
up a toilet and also to throw fireworks out the window
An
at people.
M80, and I think I was in 7th grade going into
He's a
8th grade,
juvenile delinquent.
and I
Yeah.
blew up my toilet bowl.
Sid, how did you get?
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
You tell that story.
Okay, so Bill.
Well,
Bill,
no, I'll
this
tell
is
you exactly.
Bill's,
This is my poly prep yearbook,
Nice,
senior year.
nice.
So I'm taking you to the football section.
Okay, right. That's right. They both played
Section.
football.
And
They've
explain again
actually-
why. Because you played football, like you.
And
Yes,
also,
I played
They
football.
both went off to college and played
Yes.
football.
Actually, not only that,
Yeah.
Andy played baseball in college.
Wow. And, you
And
played-
then he transferred to F&M and he played football there.
Wow. So you
Andy,
started with baseball?
Andy is a terrific athlete. Not as good as I am, right?
Right.
But he's a terrific athlete. And he was slow also. But anyway, so this is a picture of the passing attack from Bill. And there's a
Did
picture.
you throw 8 times?
So because our high schools played one another,
I went to this high school for that reason.
rivals. You were rivals.
we were rivals. And so a senior year, we played each other.
Yeah.
And there's a picture.
Felix Jane, number 27 for Poly Prep, runs this. I know he's going to run it down and out. And I'm Billy's best friend. I've been catching passes from Bill since we're 5.
Yeah.
And so he runs this down and out, and I don't go for the out because I know it's going longer. But at around the 45-yard mark, I slow down because I don't think Bill could reach him.
Which is
And I wanna
that
pick the
was
ball up.
that was kind of
That
stupid.
was a stupid mistake, yes. And in the picture, it shows you that he actually made this like.
No, the
Felix
picture
was a great
is
catch. It was like a 60-yard. I don't think he scored on it. I tackled Felix, but at the end, I was in the defensive huddle, and I remember Paul Cisco telling me, "What is wrong with you?"
here's a picture. Felix is catching a pass. Number 13 for McBurney, Andy, is about 4 years behind, 4 yards behind.
4 years.
Felix. It's kind of embarrassing for you. Then what happened after this game?
After this game, so
Gets to your story.
after this game, so I hang out with stay in Brooklyn, with Bill.
To go to the party.
So we're in the basement, and I'm like not in a really great mood, and guys want to go out and get pizza, so we go out in the car with the guy named Rich Puma, Rich Horrigan, Billy, and myself.
George Wright, and Andy Goldenkrantz.
Right.
Was Andy Goldenkrantz your cousin?
Yes. Yeah.
So we go.
Not close, but he's.
So we go driving and we're get some pizza, and now we're driving like on 86th Street. If you saw the opening of Saturday Night Fever, we're on this same road where Tony Manero.
Come on.
So
We're sitting in the back.
Puma drives and he goes around this car and crosses the double line and scoots in, and just then a police car is coming the opposite directions and turns around and cherry tops on us. And
Wait, what?
Cherry tops on us.
What does that mean?
The lights go on.
Cherry tops, not sherry.
Cherry top.
Cherry
Cherry top.
Oh, okay.
Cherry.
Sounded like Sherry.
It sound like sherry.
All right, so he says that all the time.
All right,
So we
come on.
so we get pulled over. Now guys were smoking pot. Bill and I did not smoke pot at the time. So when the pipes came around,
Forever.
we passed the pipe around and things going on, but we get pulled over, and Rich Horrigan, who's this 6'5" guy, he was crying like a baby.
Well, no,
he
wait.
hides it down his cast.
Right, he had an ounce of pot.
He hid it down his cast.
And at that time,
That's illegal.
the law just passed
Rockefeller law.
Rockefeller, which is it's a felony
Yeah.
to have.
So
And so Andy says to me, "You think we're in trouble?" I said, "Yep." And then Puma didn't have the proper registration,
they take us out of the car.
and it's Saturday night.
Saturday night.
They pulled us over. We got arrested. We spent the night in jail.
68th precinct.
In jail.
in 68 precinct, but they took everybody's shoelaces and stuff so we wouldn't hang ourselves. But yeah, Rich Puma,
True.
Rich Puma, they let them keep his tie.
It's a sad story. But anyway, the other part is, so my parents were at someplace, they were at a formal. And so his parents came, and they can't get out.
See you?
They saw you, but they can't. No, the truth is,
bum rap.
there's no
They wanted to
judge.
plead to the
There's
deal.
not a judge. Saturday night.
I know, but wait.
So we have to spend the night in jail in single cells, and so
Single cells?
That's nice. That's an upgrade.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
that
the
there
next
were-
day. Oh. My parents came home at 2 a.m. and who's standing outside our apartment building? His parents, and my father thought we were dead.
Oh God.
And they said, oh, they're not dead, they're just in jail. So,
Well, thank God.
yeah, and then the next morning, we got handcuffed all together with other people. We were in a paddy wagon to go downtown. Spent the day in the Tombs. And all day
Sunday.
All day Sunday were the last.
No, wait a second.
The people were on the front page of the Times.
Well, we have a guy that comes in, the legal aid lawyer walks into the jail cell.
Now there are
Ask for
about
Julio.
people in the.
We asked for Julio. He's talking to Julio to hear the whole conversation. He goes, Julio, did you stab so and so for the tenant patrol jacket? He goes, I did, but he owed me money.
This is who we're in jail with.
We're in
And
jail,
then
and the people are people are smoking pot in jail, passing a joint around, and then some
Where these little-
big black guy comes up to us, like 6'5". He comes up to us.
No.
And he wants our sandwich. It was a piece
No,
of-
no, no. That was Okay.
That was we had a piece
they
of
give us
cheese and white bread.
Paper bag.
paper bag with sandwiches in it. And he said to me, are you going to eat your sandwich? And I didn't look up the whole day. I just that was our day. And we thought we were going to spend all time. That was our punishment.
So 5 o'clock we come out, but our parents no one's there anymore. The judge, per chance, Rich Horrigan, which I talked about earlier,
Mother worked for the
30 years worked for this judge.
Thank God.
Well, not only that, but there was an investigation. We got 6 months probation.
Right, but
Wait,
but
you got
police-
6 months probation,
But
so
With
you had to
contem-
go and meet with a probation officer?
But they sealed our file because we were 16. But the police officers wanted to get us, like, nail us. And I remember the judge looking at the police officer goes, this is the bust you guys want. Like, these guys.
What does that mean?
The bust you guys want, like this
They want
is
this to go on their record that they busted us for some
a 16-year-old.
60-year-olds that's what doing hard work in Brooklyn, of all places.
Yeah, anyway.
You were in the paddy wagon. Can you just bring us back to that for a moment? Were you scared? Were you laughing?
I was upset because it was like we were standing and it was hard to keep your balance with guys that couldn't keep their balance.
No, I was, yeah.
Well,
Big-
you were
big
all
shock.
connected. You were all connected.
All I know
I
is
got
when
we're
we're all connected. All I know is when we're walking up the stairs in the Tombs, because they check you out all the time. One of the cops said, "Are you guys in school? What are you doing here?" Because think about we were 5 little like.
Okay, and I'm sorry. Can you also tell me what your like weight and height were at 16?
Yeah, it was some. Well, no, since junior year,
Yeah.
it says 130, 5'7", 130.
Probably, no, junior, I was definitely 5'11", but still like 130.
Yeah, but I was 5'7".
Wait.
Yeah.
Like junior year, 5'7". Yeah.
Wow. So
you were so little.
Scared? Wait.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We grew at the same time, just about.
I was.
You were
yeah.
scared.
But
You were scared.
I was.
I don't think we went to the bathroom.
I would be laughing the whole time.
No,
You would? Why? No, I don't think so. You wouldn't be. No, I think it would. No, I don't think
You
so.
were
Well, maybe.
in the Tombs. I wasn't so scared of the 68 precinct because one of the cops. So Rich Horrigan lived at my old building that I grew up in at 180 East 17th Street in Brooklyn, but I had moved
listen to
subsequently
this.
to 180 East 79th Street. It's been.
We were getting
The cop keeps
poor
right
cop-
out. The cop is riding.
You guys live in the same building? No.
I said to the guy, look, one is Manhattan, one is Brooklyn, one is 17th Street, and one is 79th Street.
That's
There
why
was
we.
humor. There was a little bit of
No, it was like we were laughing at the time. The cop was
I
serious.
understand
You're
how
like,
stupid the cop was.
But
well, he may be listening to this
look
podcast.
at no. He's
Oh, that would be so nice.
He's
Wouldn't that be nice if he was listening to the podcast?
moments in your life that are defining moments, but I sometimes think that I know myself well enough to know that I would not have handled that with like the element of seriousness that it was. I would have.
Okay, where did you grow up?
Well, different.
It's a little different because we're in the heart of
By your mother's backhand.
I didn't.
She did not
No.
hit
but-
me. She didn't hit me. She
But I
probably
did.
hit you.
I do have a follow-up question.
Yes.
Growing up in a family that you admitted, or that there was no father involved.
Until Herb Goldman, like, it's 12.
Well, I'm just saying. You know what? Maybe it's more of a statement.
Oh,
than a follow-up question.
okay. Yeah.
Young men can grow up and still be incredibly successful, regardless of whether there is a male father figure involved.
Yes.
Well, first of all, Bill's father was a male figure in my life and my coaches, so I had Bill's father as an example. He was a real man's man. He was big. He was a Marine at 18. He was
he was a softie.
No, he was, yeah, but I remember this one thing that showed me about Ira. So Joy was about 5 foot, and Ira was 6'2".
Where are you going?
Big man at that era, and Joy, some guy in a car was driving by and said, "Who's the babe?" And I saw Mr. Glenn's face and ready to go to kill the guy for just saying that. I'm like, wow. So that's like,
How old were you?
oh gosh,
Wait, but
this is Bill's father. He said,
At Iwo Jima in World War II.
"What island is he on here?" You know,
Iwo Jima.
he's wow. So usually the Marines fought 3 islands before they got relief.
He's 18 there.
I know. We're 18, and
Isn't
we're
that
in college
crazy?
drinking beer, chasing women, and he's fighting the chaplain.
Well, you chased women.
so wait, how old were you in that defining moment?
Women,
I would be like
women
10 or
chased
11.
women chased me. Remember?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
especially at Lehigh.
Remember how Andy said he spent years catching a football for me?
Yes.
Okay, so New Year's Eve, I forget what day we were playing. Of course,
In New Jersey, Cresskill High School.
right. So there's a party at night, New Year's Day, right? So I threw a pass to Andy, and he did catch it, but he says it was thrown so hard, I was taking it easy on him, that he actually had a compound fracture.
Oh my God! Look
My
at your
finger
pinky.
was sticking out here, my bone was here, and I'm looking at Bill. I'm like, thank you.
The bone sticking out, and of course he went to the hospital, and I went to the party.
But
This was your fracture. Yeah, well, much.
Because, look,
Wait,
they gave
so
me
you
drugs
never
and
had
I
your-
drink, which I obviously
You
listened
never had your finger fixed?
I did.
Because it doesn't
But the
look
doctor
right.
said to me when I went, the doctor was the orthopedic surgeon at the University of Pennsylvania, did the Eagles.
He was?
Yeah, he played football at Harvard, this guy. So he gave me a shot in my elbow and it like electrocuted me. I had to pull the bone out and then clean it because I put it back in and it was dirty and he made me watch it.
But Andy's
Ew,
showing
he
me.
made you watch?
Think about when his bone was sticking out. Is he going to go to the party? Like, what? I'm stuck here. I'm going to the party.
It was a pinky bone. But the doctor said to me that if you don't
All right.
play ball with it and you don't move it, you'll be fine.
You were old by then.
But if you do, then it might cause calcium deposits and you won't be able to bend it anymore.
Punch people,
You
which
have
is a problem
calcium, you
for
have
him.
calcium deposits.
Yes.
But you're a good golfer.
The bottom line is this: male friendship is as important as any friendship could ever be, and don't underestimate the value of male friendship. So, right?
Yeah,
because
I
think
totally
females
agree.
Are like women. I think women, we are known for our friendship, cattiness, whatever it might be, but women really rely on each other. The bottom line is this: male, your friendships are as valuable. You said it correctly. Don't underestimate
I just
the
think we don't.
value
No, I just
don't.
of
totally-
male friendships. And if anybody is listening to our podcast,
Everybody, a lot of people are listening to the podcast.
Joe Rogan's numbers are falling because of this podcast.
Yes, for other reasons.
that's it.
But friends, male friends, we have less friends, but better. I only need good friends. So I have like 3 good friends, and I count on. I don't need a whole bunch of other friends in my life. But
Yeah,
Bill's
but
been
you know
my
what,
best
though?
friend. He's like my brother.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's my brother.
Not like a friend anymore. And I think that happened sometime in high. We were more like brothers than friends.
Yes,
Because we knew
always.
each other so well. I'll give you an example. Like I used to. I'm calling a huddle at Muhlenberg. We're playing Muhlenberg. I call the defense a huddle. So I'm calling the huddle.
He's
and
in
scores
Franklin
from-
and Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm playing for Franklin Marshall with Killen Muhlenberg, but I'm calling the defensive huddle, and they say scores from around the country. And they get the Lehigh. We're playing in a game call, and they go, shh, be quiet. And Slippery Rock it's a 0-0 game in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, where Bill's getting his first start. I know that Johnny and
For Lehigh.
Right, Johnny and
We have a photo.
It's Father Ira. They took a private plane there. So I'm listening.
Wait,
to
who took a
They
private
didn't
plane?
take a far.
Okay.
My
So I'm-
parents take a private.
I think they did.
I'm
so
gonna-
Oh yeah, they had a G5.
So I'm in the huddle. I'm telling my guys to shut up so I can listen to the score. And then when it's 0-0, I go, God damn it, Billy, put some points. And then I call the play. I go 64-week razor.
But I separated my shoulder in the first quarter.
And that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always love to end our podcast with everybody asking the 8-ball a question.
Take it seriously, please.
Yes, because you have to take it seriously.
I get very upset with Lisa because she tends to shake it a lot, like concuss it. Don't. Just concentrate, take it slowly, and ask the 8-ball question. Okay. So curious.
All right,
to see what
and-
men will ask versus trip.
So I asked the question out loud.
Yes, we need to know because we need to know the answer.
How will 5th grade go next year for me as we have a whole new administration in school? Shake it up. And here's the answer. That's good because I can't hardly. Can you read this?
Yeah, we could read it for you.
It's usually a yes/no question.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
It says, "Where's this?"
Oh God, what was?
If it's bad news, I don't really
My
know.
sources say yes or no.
You didn't.
I have to ask you
Let's
yes
sort
or
of
no
get your
question.
yes, no.
Will I have a good year at the Washington School next year?
Perfect.
Shake it up. Go ahead.
Outlook good.
Yeah, excellent.
Wow. Bill?
Will
We don't know what
this
you're missing.
episode of the podcast increase viewership?
You should read. Yes or no? That's a yes or no question.
It is certain.
Wow. See, there you go.
Oh.
Do you guys do you guys?
Well, Stephanie and I have another business because of this podcast. Ask again later. Well, Stephanie and I have another business. It is later.
So how we
Have another business together after this podcast.
Accidentally.
Don't count on it.
Okay, great.
All right, fine. All right, here you go, Leah.
Oh fuck! I got a line.
You won't need to, because this
Very
is
seriously.
You think this is good?
Yes.
Okay.
And I going to see Jeff again. Science, science point TS.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Say it one more time. Just say Lisa one more time.
Lisa.
That was our word.
one more time.